We've got head coach Rassie Erasmus and Kolisi. We'll be on for 15 minutes, and then we'll have Kurt Orenser and Zach Orphan outside for this. Please raise your hands for questions.
Rassie, congratulations on the win. Sasha's performance yet again was very eye-catching. We saw what he did in Durban a month ago. He kind of really showed that form again tonight. Can you just talk a little bit, Rassie, if you would, about his development and what sort of a trajectory his career is on at the moment?
Yeah, anytime, evening, everybody. I think I will, but I first just want to talk about the whole team. You know, there's Gerard Steenkamp hasn't played for a while for us. There's a couple of guys that came back into the mix. Franco Mostert hasn't played a while for us. Andre really playing at 6 for us. So there's a couple Grobbies coming up and really doing well. Zach starting well. So I think we have to mention everybody, and then specifically about Sasha. I think we must also remember that he was from 2022 with us in the mix when we were touring Ireland, and he was playing for the SAA side versus Munster and Bristol, and he comes through our EPD system. So I think everybody's seeing it's a bit of a rapid rise, but it's been, I would say, by all the different coaches through all the different stages. The SAA coach, which was Vandile Stick, we lost both the SAA games, but he trained the whole Springbok series with us that end of year tour. So, and with Andre and Mani and Stocker and Tony and those guys helping him, obviously we all know he's a great talent. And as we go tougher games, I mean, tonight was a wet game against a Japanese team who we've always struggled to put away. And you could see definitely he was physical for a 10. I think he kicked well. I think obviously he tackled well. And then, he's got the magic of the feel for the game. And he displayed that. And, I think he's about 15 caps now. So, with him and Mani and Andre, we're fortunate, But as you saw today, we lost Ox and Jan Hendrik last week, 2 top loose heads, just like that. So it was nice to get Mani onto the park, seeing how he also controlled it. But yes, obviously, we can see Sasha is getting more and more comfortable in the 10 position. But, next week is France and Ireland is still there. So it's always a step up. But in a wet game like this, I thought he did really well.
That was my one follow-up question. Have you seen enough in him in games against Argentina at home, in Japan today, and against, at Twickenham last time he was here? Have you seen enough in him in his performance to put him in against the real frontline teams?
Yeah, well, he played against Ireland at home when we lost, or that series was drawn, or did we lose it? No, in South Africa, draw. So he played there already against Ireland. He played against the All Blacks away from home, where we did pretty well. So but we must never forget what Andre Pollard has done for us in crunch times, and what Mani has done for us against Scotland in the quarter-final or semi-final of the World Cup. So, yes, we won't get overexcited because I think the hype around him is not caused by himself. I think it's caused by people. He's very level-headed, and in the team environment, he's doing really well. But as we always say, there's never been a World Cup win, and I don't know if Johnny Wilkinson was 25, but never been a World Cup win with a flyer younger than 25 years old. So, he's still 2 years away, and then he's 25. So he'll keep on growing, and we'll try and manage him correctly.
Rassie, just congratulations to both of you. How serious do you know of this injury?
Yeah, no, he's serious. I don't think he'll play the rest of this tour. Unfortunately, in the tackle situation, I think it is ankle and his knee, so he's on crutches. So I don't think we'll have him for the rest of the tour.
Are you planning to replace him?
We are probably planning to replace him. We've got obviously Buan and Gerard. Gerard, I thought, also played really well, and then Thomas is back, and then we have obviously Wilco and what's his name, Zach, that plays today. So, but if another loose head goes down in the week, then we're a bit in trouble. So we'll probably get in Asanati. I must just talk to the selectors first. But as I sit here now, I think Asanati will come in, and then what's his name, Thomas will probably just swing between tight head and loose head for us. I must just first get the go-ahead from the selectors. But that's the way our heads are currently.
Rassie, jy lei die grootste ure in Suid-Afrikaanse rugby. Het jy altyd geweet dat dit so goed kan wees, of wees aangenaam verras?
Teen Japan spesifiek?
Ja.
Afrikaans. Ja,
Afrikaans asseblief.
ja, natuurlijk. Jy praat mooi Afrikaans. Nee, Japan is vir ons, die warm-up, obviously ons Brighton sal nooit uit ons koppe kom nie, want dit was ongelooflik wat Japan op die dag gedoen het. Dan ons warm-up match teen hulle, daar so, ons het nog net 3 keer in die geskiedenis gewen. En ons kon nog nooit hulle wegsit in 'n game nie. Selfs die World Cup quarterfinal, dit was dit minuut 55 het ons 'n 60 meter moltraai gedruk om regtig die game weg te sit. So Eddie is 'n goeie coach en jy het laasweek gesien wat hulle teen Australië gedoen het. So ek het nie die telling verwag nie en veral toe die reën begin het, is dit 'n bietjie moeilik geweest om regtig die bal te hanteer. En obviously 'n jong vaskop wat gespeel het en 'n paar manne wat lanklaas gespeel het vir ons. So was so 'n bietjie aangenaam verras met wat die eindtelling is, maar ek dink is meer die wat se intent, die vasberadenheid waarmee die ouens teen 'n span soos Japan op die veld gegaan het en hulle die nodige respek gegee het en opgepitch het soos vir 'n All Black span met die fisiesheid en die intensiteit. Want obviously alles was nie perfek nie, maar ek is baie trots, ons is baie trots op mekaar oor hoe die intensiteit was.
Just a quick one on, I guess, the trial that was both Cheslin at fullback, who hasn't played a lot there, but also with Andre coming on in the 20 jersey and flank both of them making massive impact in the game.
Yeah.
What learnings have you had from both of those going into France, and do you see yourself utilising them both in a similar way?
Yeah, well, Damien Willems is back next week. He'll be fit. Even we didn't pick for the specific game, to get game time into Luot and Franco, who plays in Japan, and also give RG a 80. That was good to see him play a full 80. What was your question?
How do you see you?
Yeah, and then Cheslin, sorry, at fullback. So we've got both Gaza and Cheslin can play there. Kirtley and Ethan is both fit. So the only injury we really have is with Ox, and Thomas is back next week for us after the Premiership rest he had to have. So, but yeah, we know France. In France, playing them away from home. I remember in 2022, I was not a water boy. I was next to the field. We were still allowed next to the field there, and the passion and the intensity and the pressure and the whole cauldron in which you play there. I think we've got sufficient depth and quality and players of experience and enough youth in there, but it's a totally different ball game there when you go in there. It's really a pressure cooker and it gets to you. It did in 2022. We lost it. I think Kwaha got a yellow and Peter Steff got a red. And then obviously we beat them in the World Cup, but we also know how close that game was. So now it's a massive game for us to come. And then obviously there's Ireland still and two other test matches. So I think we, in personnel-wise, we're not in a bad position, but it will be a massive step up from today and maybe some of the other test matches that we played in the incoming series. Obviously New Zealand, Australia and Argentina was tough. And I can't say Italy was not good. We still have to play them this year. But I think we're building well. But pressure is another thing, and we'll feel that next week.
Have you got the boombox ready for the French national anthem?
I think both of the guys has experienced what it's like, that sound and the way the French whistle and how they support their team. So most of the guys would have experienced it. I don't think it's necessary for that. But we'll keep us reminding each other, like the Eden Park game, we knew what was coming and we still couldn't do it there. So no, we'll have to do some really intelligent stuff and physical stuff this week to be ready for that game. I don't think